can't stop thinking about this show. It's so fucking good. What's up, people? First of all, I should apologize for not having uploaded anything since my Game of Thrones review. The thing was that I didn't really think this review would be so time consuming, so that was that. Sorry, hope next time you won't have to wait so long. Anyway, so I just finished watching for the first time One Punch Man, one of the most praised anime shows that was on my watch list for about a few weeks now, and I have to say, I fucking loved it. Never in my few days of watching anime have I found a show with such perfect sense of direction. Despite loving both Code Geass and Death Note, I can say that neither one had this much focus in its storytelling. In Code Geass, there was the too many moments where you thought a character was going to lose and then they win because Deus Ex Machina. And in Death Note, after the death of a certain character, the show just lost its way. One Punch Man doesn't have any of those problems, at least in its first season. I wouldn't call it perfect, and it's not something I would recommend to everyone, especially if you don't like or understand parodies, because in a sense, this is like the Japanese version of Rick and Morty, but instead of going after science fiction tropes, it goes for the culturally equivalent, power fights. More specifically Dragon Ball Z, and as someone who has never seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z, without being because a family member was watching it, and when I entered the room, I instantly glanced at the television, I didn't feel like I missed anything. So it's possible to enjoy the show without having a direct connection with the thing it's making fun of. Although Dragon Ball Z isn't the only target. The entire idea of what a superhero is supposed to be is the target, because in essence, superheroes exist to stop threats that otherwise would lead to catastrophe, and normally they have to fight different opponents that are much stronger than they are, and this leads to change, character development, and hopefully our hero becomes much better than he was at the beginning of the story. Now, who would think that it's not only possible to make a good show about a superhero that is invincible and defeats anyone with one punch, but a great show? I confess, I didn't, and after watching it, I'm impressed. There isn't a single technical aspect where the show wasn't exceptional. From the outstanding visuals that don't just serve as eye candy, but also enhance the characterization and are hilarious as hell. The characters that, despite not being completely realistic, they always feel authentic, and there isn't a single one that is one-dimensional. And for a show with several side characters, that's impressive. I can't say for sure, but right now, I think my favorite character is that guy that's always riding a bicycle. Not because of his mediocre powers or purposely generic character design, but because of the reason he's a hero, to help people. That's something that modern superhero films seem to have forgotten. In the midst of world-ending events, most heroes seem to be happier by proving that they are stronger than the villain than actually helping and saving people. And that's kind of pointless when the conclusion of every battle is ended when Saitama decides to punch you. So that feeling of victory when the good guy defeats the bad guy doesn't come from the fight itself. Even in the final fight with the strongest opponent Saitama has ever encountered, the whole sequence gains more substance by knowing that despite Boros seems like a worthy opponent, he never really stood a chance.
Ma da ishiki anno ka? Yappa tsue yo, omae.
予言の通り、対等ないい勝負だった。
ああ、そうだな。
嘘だな。お前には余裕があった。まるで歯が立たなかった。戦いにすらなっていなかった。
When I eventually make a video about my favorite character deaths, this will definitely be one of them. Now, let's talk about something that, despite not being particularly bad, it's by far the weakest element of the show, in my opinion. And that's the score, which was surprising. Normally anime scores are fantastic. And there are some tracks that are truly great, like the opening credits, and this sad/inspirational music.
やるしかないんだ。勝てる勝てないじゃなく、ここで俺はお前に立ち向かわなくちゃいけないんだ。
But most of the songs used throughout the show just felt like weaker versions of Attack on Titan. And given that the strongest element of that show is the score, when someone else uses a similar but weaker music, it just comes off like it's trying to be Attack on Titan, and it doesn't work. Maybe it will work when I rewatch the show again, who knows. I've only seen the show once, but for now it didn't work. Anyway, I'm giving One Punch Man a 9 out of 10. It's right up there with the best, and I can easily see it going up to a 10 with a second viewing. Because honestly, the only elements I didn't love were the first episode, kinda slow, and the overall music. Everything else was fantastic, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add this show to my favorite shit at some point in the future. Let's hope they don't fuck up things in season 2. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you like it, comment below, down below, leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!